Hello, Megan. This is Tulio. Just a quick response to your post. Good post. A lot of the information you put out, I agree with. It's absolutely correct. You talked about the universal healthcare system, especially overseas in Europe. I lived in Germany for 17 years, so I understand the program. Not a lot, but how it works a little bit. Um, the government does tax their people a lot of money to support that healthcare program. So maybe in the U.S. that's one way to get after it. And the second thing is, in Europe, a lot of countries tend to their priorities are different than the U.S. The government spends money on different locations on different programs than what the U.S. does. So maybe that's why their program works differently. Plus, the standards of living compared to the U.S. are different. Cost of living is different over there compared to the U.S. So there's a lot of things in there that affect the healthcare program and the welfare program. So in the U.S., you talked about the social welfare program, social health care program, contributing to maybe the poverty levels in the U.S. I believe so. I believe maybe some middle class families just trying to struggle to be able to support a healthcare program for their family, and at the same time trying to pay for where they live and things for the family, sort of food, roof, and just trying to get to a job, for example. So yes, I believe that what you said was the program doesn't necessarily support the needy family, beginning with the middle class citizens, because it's disproportionate, and I agree with you. And I think part of that is also because there's families out there that like to take advantage of the program. They become a culture of dependency on the social welfare program. But the way Bill Clinton and Barack Obama are trying to change the program so families can get off of it, so it's a short-term solution. I don't know if it's going to work with this new healthcare program. It may contribute more to the people that are in need of the welfare program, or it may not. We'll have to still see if it's an effective program. You mentioned that the U.S. is top 5 in spending on welfare program, but yet we're at the bottom in the amount of people that we can actually get off the program. So it's kind of strange how we're spending it so much on it, yet we're unable to be successful at getting family off the welfare program. And I think you hit it right on the nose. It's not equity, efficiency, and effectiveness. It's something that the program needs to be looked at, relooked, revamped, even up with the health care that you mentioned. With Obamacare, there's probably other things that need to be revamped in the welfare program. There's so many programs out there that need to be looked at, not just the health system. You also mentioned the social stigma in other countries. It's not as much as the U.S. I believe that because I believe what you say is true, because in the U.S. the standards of living are higher. People look at you different when you're not meeting a certain standard, where in other countries their standards of living are lower. You don't see people driving Cadillacs or high-class automobiles, living in big mansions, big houses, those sort of things. In other countries, they don't require air conditioning. Some people don't have hot water. So there's a lot of things on that stigma where the U.S. is bigger on. And I think that's where the healthcare program and welfare program come in play. In other countries, there's more concern on those, regardless of how you're living. Whether you're middle class or low class, doesn't matter. Everybody's treated about the same. And you also mentioned that the middle class families, through the universal health care program, should affect them and help reduce some of the numbers in the welfare program. What I think also who can help alleviate that program are corporations, through some job skills, education, availability of jobs is the big one. To get people off the welfare program, you got to get them jobs. There's got to be some job creations, maybe some relocation of families to those jobs, to get people off the welfare program. I guess that's it for me. Like I said, I agree with a lot of things that you said about the universal healthcare system contributing to the welfare. We have to see if that works. Obamacare on the long run, if it does or not. It may just contribute more numbers. Also, the stigma in the U.S., but I also think there are people out there taking advantage of the program, which does not help the program, and it does not help the families that actually need the program. And then the program needs to be revamped, so it's efficient and effective across the whole U.S. And it is a state-run program. Welfare is state-run, funded by the federal government, and then each state has to revamp it according to the cost of living and the standards of living for that state. Well, thank you. Good post, and I am out.